At NSR Higher Ballpark in Perth, Western Australia, the Morley Eagles play the Gosnells Hawks, presented by Harcher. A pleasant good evening to everyone. This is Graham Johnson in the booth, who's being joined by Jess Fitzgerald as we come off the bench for Paul Persick, who has another commitment. So, Jess, it's first versus 10th tonight. What sort of game do you think it might be?
Mate, I'm hoping for a little bit more than a boat race, mate. So, look, just watching that reserves game there with Gosnells and Morley, I mean, plenty of the Gosnells guys are hanging around and all the young crew are out and about, so hopefully they can work some magic for them.
Well, these are the sort of games, late in the season, top versus bottom. If you don't come with it, you should never really be beaten by. It's one of those interesting things with sport. You've got to turn up every day. You've got to come with the right mindset. And if you don't, then who knows what is going to happen. So,
Graham, I think Gosnells are pretty set that they're providing opportunities to young guys and bleeding them into the team, and went light on with imports to give the guys the opportunities, mate. So the kids are appreciative, and they're down at this ballpark all the time, mate. So
yeah, look, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like you've got to have a plan to work your way up to the top of the field. And Gosnells have had that. I've seen them, sort of. I'm a bit more privy to a lot of people, to the Gosnells guys, because they're our next door neighbours. But I actually like what they're doing. They're bringing their kids along. They're making sure that they play the game properly. And again, good task tonight and good game. They'll be hoping to bring. So
I'm looking forward to it, mate. It's a beautiful evening here at the ballpark.
Oh, fantastic evening, isn't it? Light breeze blowing, just cooling everything down. Our umpires are out on the field. We've got Mike Sherwood behind the dish tonight, and young Kobe will be out on the bases. So we're just basically awaiting the two teams to rock up. So, and of course, this is not the end of the week of baseball here in Perth. So Friday night we have another State League and Reserves double header.
We do, mate. Yeah. So we've got South Perth and Rockingham on.
In the week before the bye for a lot of clubs with the Labor Day weekend. So it's going to be an interesting game today. So
Rockingham are going to come out still full of hope to make finals. So. They'll be out for blood that Friday night game, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, they're basically their fate's in their own hands, in it really. Games that they were in pretty much right at the end. So when they look back on their season, it's going to be sort of their chances that were lost to build upon what they did last year. To
throw a spanner in there though, their head coach will be missing the game on Friday night, Tarantola. So he's sitting out of suspension, 1 game suspension. So. He won't be participating on the Friday night game, but I'm sure he'll be down here watching the boys. But he'll sit that night out and see what South Perth can bring.
Well, again, I've watched South Perth the last couple of weeks, and they seem to be with each game with their kids that they're blooding. Just seem to be getting that little bit better. So
it's just that one dig that's killing them every game now. It's just one area or 2 errors in an inning, and then gives the other team a couple of runs, and it's they just creep further away, but they've been playing good ball.
Well, their pitching was pretty good in terms of allowing hits last Wednesday night. But if you throw up 8 walks and hit 4 blokes, you're going to be
watching paint dry. I think that's called, mate.
Yeah, so, I was just trying to find nice words to describe it.
Yeah.
But so again, we're just still awaiting the teams to come out. So we have Morley as the home team and Gosnells as the away team.
Who have we got on the hill tonight for Morley, mate?
Actually, they've got their Perth Heat local Riley Pelkington. The Pelkies up hasn't thrown a lot this year so far. Past or post Heat. So they'd be looking to get him revved up for the finals.
I was pretty happy with how he went at the Perth Heat this year. So he got a couple of opportunities and pitched pretty well. So
yeah, he did. Yeah.
So,
and what was a pretty tough pitching year for the Heat. Because obviously,
I think he'd be full of confidence coming into this game.
Themselves out rather than high strikeout sort of counts. So Yeah, like at the moment, he's only pitched a few games in state league, so, and obviously you've Morley got a wealth of talent down there in terms of pitching, so they can bring lots of people in. Obviously, they're out of all the WA clubs most affected by the WBC, losing both Warwick and Kieran Hall from their pitching staff and Alex Hall from behind the dish.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a good opportunity here for some of their players that don't get to often start. So all should be pretty good. Actually, there's Pelkey coming in from the bullpen as we speak, and hopefully Mike will start the game. So
Just the Jesuit pump some walk-up music, mate.
or whatever that song is that he plays.
Yeah, Triple H.
Yeah. I said Triple H.
It is, mate. It is true.
From the WWE fame,
is.
or whatever that's called nowadays.
Jeremy loves it.
Plays it every week. So, well, we might as well go through the lineups for each of the teams. Obviously, with Gosnells batting first, we've got Lewis Scaramella will lead off. He'll be followed by the DH, which is Lee Wisby. Robbie Adamson will bat number 3, and in the clean-up spot will be, I think, Ryan Smith, if I'm not corrected.
Yeah, Ryan Smith.
Yeah, Ryan Smith. Then batting 5th is Jared Mackay. I think you could call him a veteran now at these stages. Timmy Leach
Surely.
will be catching. We have Tamira Lane, then Hudson Merriwell, and in the number 9 hole will be Gordon Trainer for the Gosnells team. So,
and Patrick Fraser on the bump for them when they get in the field, mate.
yeah, he's obviously thrown a lot of innings and a lot of games for the Gosnells team. He's currently at 2 wins and 7 losses. Of course, 2 of their 3 wins. We see Gosnells down there in 10th spot with 3 wins and 22 losses, and obviously playing Morley, who've won 21 and lost 4, and they're currently leading the league. As the offensive lineup in a moment, and Riley Pelkington will start on the bump for the Eagles, and he'll throw to Cameron Barr. Kieran Chapman will play first. Second baseman Jess Williams. Matt Dixon will play third with Bodie Wright at shortstop. I'm going to get you, Jess, to pronounce this young fella's name because I have no idea. Left field. So if you hear us say the left field a lot, you'll know who it is. Aaron Bonomi will be out at centre field, and Ben Crook for the Eagles.
Joe, it's still a good-looking lineup for Morley. So a couple of imports slot in here. You wouldn't even know that they're missing the guys that they're missing, right? So
yeah, no. Look, if you look at them, sort of, Kieran Chapman's been around a long time. Bonomi, Matt Dixon, Jess Williams. Yeah, it's still a pretty formidable lineup.
But young Cam Barr does the job behind the dish too, mate. So.
Well, he's obviously their catcher of the future. He's in the state teams as well, so he's pretty highly regarded. Yeah, look, it's a terrific position, underrated. Everyone wants to be a pitcher or a shortstop, but everybody knows that catchers are the toughest in this game.
100%, mate. 100%.
As we are about to get underway here at NSR Higher Ballpark. And starts us off, Riley Pelkington starts us off with a inside ball. He'd be looking to basically get it, first strike, first out is always big in baseball. Again, a little high for the umpire, Mark Sherwood, and he drops 2 balls and no strike count. Looks like our scoreboard's a little bit behind us at the moment. And fouls one straight back. As they're building back up towards the finals and what they want to do with Riley in the finals.
Yeah, I think they try and go, good, 4 or 5 out of him either tonight. Well, probably 3-4 probably, and then, go to the bullpen after that. But they definitely want some innings out of him.
Yeah, so throws the strike there for a 2-ball, 1 strike count.
7-inning game tonight is probably important to mention too. So
7 and 2, yep.
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So 7 and 2. It's not a 9-inning game.
Currently evens the count up at 2 and 2. We'll need to get onto our scoreboard person. Throws it just outside. Okay, tough pitch to lay off there by Lewis Garamella. And the Gosnells team lifts one high up to our friend the left fielder. And a simple catch.
Yeah, got on that one a little bit. I mean, they're still tough catches though, as long as they're straight in the lights, so you've got to kind of get in a good position and, you know, they literally would have had that light tower right in his line of sight there, so all the lights are on too, so, you know, that are working anyway, all the lights that are on.
That brings Lee Wisby to the plate, the designated hitter. And low and outside for plate this year. Belgrade deals and swings through the pitch for, put some pressure on early, get some people on base, even played a couple. Belgrade deals, and again, high fly ball, in comes Bonomi. Yeah, chucks that one down, that's well caught there.
Very, very safe hands there, isn't it?
We had a fair way to go, so it wasn't easy. It was almost just behind the shortstop there, so that takes it to 2 out. And then I think we're also fair to say that so far 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, so he's probably the main guy there for the Gosnells team. It's a deep, and that's into the gap. And the first hit for the Gosnells team, which is a 2-out double to Robbie Adamson.
God, he can hit, can't he?
That's what I'm saying. He is the offensive force, and he'll one bounce off the government crest out at centre left field, right next to the 360 sign. So good hitting there by Robbie Adamson.
I think he's cramping there at second base, mate. He's got a lot of leg jiggling there.
180 feet, mate, it's a long way. If you're in the veteran stage. So that brings Ryan Smith to the plate. Lefty on lefty. And down the middle there for strike number 1. Not sure that Robbie's a stolen base threat at this stage of his career. So he might just be looking to make sure that he gets a good lead. If Smith can put one in place. And again hits the outside corner, does Pelkington, for no balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, so let's see if we work him inside to try and jam him up or go away with something that breaks. Went for the breaking ball, pitched it a little bit short, well blocked there by Cameron Barr to stop Adamson from going over to third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I've just been sent a message that we're freezing up on some of the cameras, so we'll do our best as a low budget production crew here works through what they can.
Good pitch by Pelgrin on the inside corner. Although Smith just manages to get bat on ball for a foul ball, and the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, then we probably might need to describe things a little bit better. Yeah,
we'll talk our way through it.
As a former school teacher, that's not a real hard thing to do. Pelkington's at the hip. Well put in play there by Smith, over to Jess Williams. Easy toss over to the first baseman Kieran Chapman, and that ends the first. Of course, this is always a good opportunity to thank our major sponsor for the State League season, which is Harcher. If you've ever watched any of these shows, you see the Jess ads for Harcher for everything that they need. It's actually terrific that a local company gets on board. Obviously, well respected and well used up there at the Wanneroo Club. But we're very appreciative of having Harcher on board third season almost.
Yeah. It's definitely the 3. Like we're basically using Harcher for everything up here at the ballpark now, mate. So between you and me, I think they do all the all the food and side of things, but they're now also doing all the bathroom cleaning stuff and the soaps and all that, the dispensers. So they're doing the full stadium now, and certainly make life easier for me. So
way easy for me too, because
so
they basically come, they deliver everything pretty much on time. They know one-stop shop for.
And from a player's point of view, they've been handing out $100 and $200 gift cards every week to Players of the Week, which I know they're all appreciative of. So
big thanks to Harcher. Okay, out on the field for the Gosnells Hawks, we have Patrick Freezer will be on the mound. He'll throw to Tim Leach, Robbie Adamson at first base, Jordan Trainer at second, Jared Mackay at third, Lewis rounding out the outfielders. Is the first pitch, little higher and outside for ball number 1. Freezer's obviously is one of their main guys. He just seems to get up every weekend and throw deals, and that's the first strike, one on the knees to the leadoff hitter, centre fielder Aaron Bonomi, as he fouls one back to actually 1 ball and 2 strikes. It seems that this Morley team, everyone's hitting over 300, which pretty good lineup if you can roll that out every week. Little outside there for 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Zone's looking pretty tight tonight, so we'll see how many runs they can pile on here. I reckon they lock in and that is
well
into the
jammed.
canteen, that one.
Yeah, jammed on the inside, lifted it up over the Gosnells dugout. Count remains at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Obviously, if you can put out a 300 hitter every spot in your lineup,
Coach's dream.
Coach's dream, yeah.
Get really good at the hit away signal. Just hit away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just hit away.
Yeah, there's not much bunting going on other than probably Jess Williams every now and again.
Yeah.
So Bonomi's been fighting off a few tough pitches here towards the end. And there it is. So one all into the gap, and we'll make it standing up. Very easy. That's a lovely triple right into the gap underneath the scoreboard here at SR Higher Ballpark. Centre right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Waited for his pitch. Fought off a couple of tough pitches, then drove one into the gap. That brings up the third baseman, Matt Dixon.
Old smasher.
I think he's ended up with a new nickname, and on the inside there, ball number 1.
It's the brother of our favourite Dixon, Jeremy, who does the PA here for us at the ballpark. And
Look, and also did the mound today. Almost essentially rebuilt it, so it's looking pretty flash out there. As high and inside there as Dixon ducks away. So a 2 ball count. Interestingly, Gosnells have pulled their infield in. So there, pass ball. That's one low and inside, and that brings the first run across. That's exactly what they didn't need.
yeah, little things like that, more they're going to absolutely kill you. You just can't afford to give up, 3 runs like that.
Not after the triple. So, and ball 4, and Dixon gets on first with the first walk of the evening. Looking back to that South Perth game last Wednesday, walks really killed him.
Yes.
And you can't. Yeah, walks at death. I know Singy, when he does his State League podcast, hates walks. But yeah, you just can't give anybody a free pass. That brings up the import.
Nick Ulch, mate.
Nick Ulch, there he is. hitting in the number 3 hole. He's been well switched on pretty much all season. Freezer gets to the point, hits it out, and that takes out Matt Dixon at second base. So nice play there. They needed to get one. Ball was taken and took train. Now batting is the shortstop, Bodie Wright.
This is another import for Morley, so back-to-back imports here.
Back-to-back imports, and basically back-to-back 370 hitters.
Yeah.
That's getting value for money out of your imports if you can bring them over. And like one. So nice pitch there. Again, Gosnells will be looking for the double play here. Make sure they get out of the inning with only 1 run having scored. High and inside for a 2-ball 1 strike count. He's not throwing anything down the middle of the plate, that's for sure.
Right.
So he probably does not want to do that. Freezes at the line, throws, hits it off, goes straight to second. But the shortstop's Caramella to Jordan Trainer, over to Robbie Adamson, and exactly what they needed for the double play to end the inning. However, Morley gets on the board with their first run of the day. Exactly what they needed, Jess.
Mate, 100%. So, giving up the runs probably.
A guy on third, none out. You probably take 1 run there.
Yeah.
By the Gosnells team. Middle infielders working well together there, which was really pleasing to see.
So you got any good stories about any of these guys out in the field, Jono, from your schoolboys days?
Well, again, I took almost play Masters, I reckon, Tim.
Yeah.
He was one. I took away Louis Caramella as well. He played really well. I think Louis might have even been on the 2016 winning team that we had playing here.
Yeah, he did win. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
On the backfield there, because we couldn't get on this field for the final. So that was obviously a fairly big day.
He won me a softball.
Actually, he would have played in the same team as Jess Williams, because Jess played in that game.
Yeah. Okay.
When we silvered, so actually Matt Dixon was a player as well. So a fair few guys have gone through the schoolboys, which is pleasing to see. Riley goes in for strike 1. Riley Polkenden was another one of ours. Singy was as well. So it's nice that once they come through that school series, then they continue on and you continue to play. As Jared McKay hits one over to Bodie Wright at shortstop, and he throws him out for the first out of the evening. But really pleasing that they do.
You can take credit for all of them, no matter, right?
Oh, only the winning ones, yeah.
Only the winning ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So this brings up Timmy Leach up to the plate. Timmy's catching today. Also, he's having a quite a respectable year at a tough pitch to hold up on. So again, be interesting to see if Pelkey goes here with a fastball to try and get him out, or try and waste something. Doesn't waste it at all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I think is the same. 3 pitches, and the right fielder was back on the runs. You give him no chance of coming back, as Lane fouls that one straight back. Off, if it's up there in your eyes, you think you can get it. And
tumbling the ball back into him, and then stuck chasing it when it's straight.
And he's be interesting. Goes fastball, almost bunts it over to the shortstop and throws him out really easily to end the inning. So nice quick 3 up, 3 down inning there for the Morley team, and they'll come up the bat leading 1 run to 0. So we start our final series about 2 weeks time. I think after.
Yeah, so next Wednesday night, mate, the elimination final for reserves will be on. So
Is that a 7 o'clock start?
it will be a 7 o'clock start. So all the games at the ballpark will be 7.
In the finals, and then obviously we've got a big week coming up on. I think it's Monday through Thursday for the semi-league semi-finals or the state league semi-finals.
Yeah, so it'll be. Well, we had to hold off until the outcome of the reserves game there before we can release the finals fixtures. So they'll all be out first thing tomorrow to all the clubs, and then we'll hopefully have them up on Game Changer pretty quickly. Yeah, I think everyone's chomping at the bit to know where they're at and where they're playing. So.
Yeah, look, the one spot that you don't want to be in is that one game 4 versus 5th, because you might be 5 or 6 games ahead of the 5th place team, but if you have
it's going to be interesting to see. So it's the first year with reserves doing it. It's going to be very interesting to see how well it works. So, but such a big competition, adding that 5th team in.
Yeah, tough. Yeah, it's a tough gig. And that brings up to the plate at the bottom of the second, Mitchy Graham. Again, had another phenomenal year. Mitch at the plate is DHing tonight, as looks at the first pitch across, which is ball number 1. Mitchy's batting 353, 4 home runs, 25 RBIs, so he's a big part of the, which he's probably got to be like all, and goes to 3 balls.
Especially compared to
He
somebody
gets that one across the plate. There, 3 balls and 1 strike. And whoa!
under that one.
No, that's full count now on Mitchy Graham. I think Mitch had 1 game like that.
There's been a few like that, hasn't there?
For ball 4.
I think I'd be happy with that, John. The count, don't really want to give him anything.
No, he looked like he was not too interested in throwing anything. And high and outside for ball number 1. Yeah, just transitioned over to first base this year, which was an interesting. Yeah, well, his bat is so valuable in there. In the heat line, players that can bunt in this league. So just to raise Mitch Graham on. It was a tailor-made double. Well, apparently they are.
One game,
Well, they are.
Took his opportunity to beat up on the 16-year-olds down at Willetton, and then
has just lost his way with the strike zone on this particular trainer for the second out.
he got a good jump too. So it's that's a very good play.
Yeah, nice clean throw. As now Freezer starts to fill up the strike zone. Strike count, I think, because I think that last one was called a strike.
Yep.
So, awards starting catcher. Easily thrown out by Leach to Adamson. Unlucky, went to check the for the 3rd out of the 2nd innings. So that's, again, the Gosnells are out there making the plays. So nice work there by the Gosnells team.
So we've got 8-9-1 coming up here for Gosnells.
8-9-1, yep. So Hudson Murray will Cameron Barr gets his gear back on.
Big last names here, and
But a little bit of state league. He's been coming. Oh, look, it's good to see.
oh mate, yeah.
Yeah, what's what again, also going over to play on a full AstroTurf field, mound and the whole box and dice, mound in field. Yeah, look, you get behind early and you. So up now at the plate, we have Hudson Murray. Well, strike 1.
I guess this is one of those young guys that. Yeah, getting us.
Once you get your 50 games in, then you start to actually work out pretty quickly about how the game's played. As
Well, you can just see by him too. Like he just, hasn't got the body yet. So that'll keep coming, and then he'll fill out a bit more. And
yeah, look, all valuable experience as Belkenden evens up the count with a 2-ball and 2-strike count. Look, and again, I think as we said earlier, there's quite a definite plan going on at Gosnells, and if they can stick to it, and then off the high pitch and goes down for strike 3 for the first out of the evening, and going forward, rather than a year-by-year thing. And because they train it.
Yeah, finals, but at the same time, people are going to lose spots by doing that, right?
With a 0-ball and 2-strike count is you want competition, because competition will make your players better. It's Belkenden misses down low for 1-ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is where the league's kind of turned that corner now, where everyone was getting a go, and then now, all the younger guys coming through, and then start fighting for those spots, and then you add imports in, and everyone's competing.
Remains 1-ball, 2. Fans on an outside pitch for the second straight strikeout for Riley Pelkinen. Obviously, these two clubs are in, who are looking to add a championship. As strike number 1 goes on Lewis Garamella, looking over into the Morley bullpen. I see someone warming up there, a left-hander. As ball number out to Jess Williams, and that.
Well, that's quite a bit.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Pelkey would have gained an immense amount of experience up at the ABL level this year.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got young guys that's pitched at the elite level here in Australia. It's a hard age.
Rarely seen everyone once. Make the change now, fresh guy, and then Gosnells just don't have the pitching depth to kind of make those kind of plays, mate. So Frez is going to be out here for a little while longer for sure, and
now twice is almost the limit that managers are letting pitchers go. Never a third time through the lineup.
All the batting averages go through the roof on the third time round, so allegedly,
So, and that brings up for Morley the number 9 hitter, wearing the number 9 and playing 9, Crook. He looks over ball number 1 to start the day. Not sure that the pitcher was particularly happy with that call there. Ben Crook 2 in the 9-hole, hitting 347 side for ball 2. Looks in, delivers, and it is out of here. So first home run right over the Perth Heat sign there at right field for Ben Crook's second home run for this particular year. Threw it in there, hit it out.
Mate, it's a beautiful hit. He got all of it, didn't he? So
right between the 2 sponsorship signs, and nice catch out there. Okay.
Huddle out there and left.
Came in, made the out for the first out of the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that brings up.
This is what I'm talking about as far as bodies go. You look at that.
It's a high fly ball. Robbie Adamson over in foul territory. Easy out in the end.
Is that a nice connection, wrong direction? Is that what all the softball girls say these days?
They're still, as Freezer pumps one in for strike number 1, they still use the tin bats, and that is ouch.
Sound like catches interference or something. It didn't sound like 2 noises.
Drives one into right field there for his first hit of the game. Well, of course, with catcher's interference, he gets to choose what he wants. You can take the single.
Might have cracked the bat too. So.
And that brings up the shortstop, Bodie Wright. right, grounded into a double play, and he drives one down the line. Double there for right. After the double play that he hit into last inning, drives the ball down to the corner near the 330 sign, and that brings out the pitching coach for Gosnells. And again, see, in this case 2 out, but they can still hit. That'll bring up Mitch Graham. Rather a long conversation out there. Not quite sure what he would say, because I know most pitching coaches don't say just throw strikes, because that's what. Yeah. So that Mitch Graham steps in, but
I take it back.
Except in this case,
I'm still stuck on Little League level, you know.
well blocked there by Timmy Leach to stop the run from scoring. So it goes to a 1-ball count on Mitch Graham. I think Freezer was sort of all around the plate and didn't really want to throw one over, and that's wild pitch. Morley to record their 3rd run. In the middle to
he's trying to
3rd, because on the wild pitch that
I just feel like this is I'll just throw it at him instead. Right,
throws high and inside.
That'll work.
Maybe 7 pitches to Mitchy Graham that there.
I would 100% green light here. It's like if he gives you one, you.
Second walk to Mitchy Graham, and the 4th of the day. And again, this is much kind of like the South Perth thing. Just putting guys on with walks, just a recipe for disaster. And then, of course, after Mitchy Graham, you bring up Jess Williams. Looks on the inside, nice eye there by Jess for a 1-ball 1-strike count. Yeah, look, that infielder are
Just
almost
like
in the standard positions.
Yeah, they're turning on him hard.
It's
Shades of Masters on Monday night.
It's a small dribbler, and to add to his tally, and the 4th Morley. Nice play, picked it up single, puts runners at 1st and 2nd. So, and now bringing up first baseman Kieran Chapman. Chapman's walked so far this evening. Strike number 1. It's got to be daunting as a pitcher that you come out and it's just guy after guy, 300 hit. The worst is about 329. Very happy with the ump's call there. He thought that he had it on the knees.
If you've got a tight zone against Morley, you're kind of cooked. Like if they can just put their bats on their shoulder and just wait for the best pitch, you're gonna get owned.
They will drive it, yeah. There by Trainer and fires it over to Robbie Adamson, but not before Morley. But again, balls that are being hit to the Gosnells players, they're making the So.
Oh, good to see you claiming another one there, John. All right.
Well, look, I'm very quick to claim Alex Hall.
Yeah.
Ulrich Brzezowski, I think, is another one.
Yeah.
Mitchie Newborn, Joshy Hendrickson.
Can't remember any of the other guys, but yeah, that's fine.
I'll claim TK, even though TK was a few years before me with the other Graham Johnson, of course, when he did the schoolboys. Lockie Southey's had a pretty good year to date. He's 5-0 with a 1.85 or a 1.87. Look, I will speak. Having spent more nights down here, I think this year than in my entire life. Canteen food.
Nor's butter chicken, mate. It's delicious.
Yeah, like I sit at home. My daughter works down at the canteen there. I can sit at home with her and say, "What about if you go and cook this at the canteen and you cook this?" And
did you enjoy your lasagna and chips and salad tonight, mate? That's,
the lasagna was a winner, mate. Yep.
Like that lasagna.
Right out to centre field in the biggest pitch is strike 1. You can get strike 1 and then start to work around and get ahead with strikes, get them out with balls.
Yeah.
Southie delivers and swung through by Wisby for a strikeout.
Bit of movement on that curveball there.
Again, no point wasting pitches. I can never quite understand the.
The ball that much. Like I find some of the balls these days have no seams, right? So it's hard to kind of get as much movement on it. But bit of a thick night, humid-wise. So
Yeah.
look at that.
And
Beautiful.
starts up and starts Robbie Adamson with the strike. Adamson hit one off the fence at the 360. Gosnells hit at the moment. And flies one up. Shortstop, right for the ground out to the second baseman in the top by Smith. This evening, as we go 1 ball, 1 count, and that one's straight down the middle for strike number 2.
Ready, set, go.
Welcome back to NSR Higher Ballpark. This is the bottom of the fifth now. I believe we've had some technical gremlins. Fires one over to the third baseman. Third baseman throws one over to Robbie Adamson for the first out.
Too good, Jono. Too good.
So that brings up Mitchy Graham. So it looks like we've got two out here at the moment. Graham takes strike one on the outside corner.
We have had the quality banter all night too, Jono.
Mate, it's been good, seriously.
It's been good banter and we haven't been on.
I'm surprised that Paul hasn't driven up and he sort of kicked us out of the booth. Unfortunate, mate. But, just missed there. So I suppose we can recap the game. Southie for their one hit, sorry. Gosnells have who is Patrick Freezer, as that ball's pulled foul by they rock up with numbers 43, 45 and 46 in the lineup.
Yeah. So
Look at right. In comes the third baseman and puts it in his pockets.
Enzel, Takata.
Into play third base. Looks like we've still got Scaramella. So going around the infield for Gosnells, we got Patrick Freezer on the mound to Tim Leach, Robbie Scaramella at shortstop. As a check swing there by Mitchy Graham.
He called it a swing.
Graham swings through that for 1 ball, 1 strike. Higher ballpark, so we've got some major gremlins happening inside there too.
It's gotten noticeably dark out there in the outfield now with the scoreboard not on, mate. It's the glow from that way.
Do the bullpen foul. Maybe our young scoreboard attendant, young Jeremy, is moving it from one location to another.
Must be.
Graham.
There you go. He's back.
Scoreboard is back. That puts right onto second, the field wall, and to centre field. That drives right round.
Has he put a dent in the fence over there, mate?
I think I might have.
The whole panel has moved.
Mitchy's probably been doing that. So that's Graham's night done. 1 for 1 with 2. Find out who the replacement in the DH role will be for Morley. Strike number 1. Jess Williams for Mitch. As Leach tries the pick off. Sends right, scurrying back to third base. And a 1 ball, 2. And swung through.
Are we allowed to reuse all our old drinks?
Did you get a drink if I knew that we weren't on?
Okay.
So, umpire Sherwood likes that particular pitch and called 1 or 2. Extend the lead. 329, and that's a career for some batter. Has been up there, has been throwing strikes, and 1 strike. First base is open there, so, and that one is high and outside. So Morley catch.
What he's going to do here, mate? Third time now seeing Fraser.
As the ball is in the dirt for strike 1, yield, and stole a base as well. So he's had a bit of a productive night. Whatever he's doing, he's going to be looking to drive the ball.
I think you got to buy the team beers if you hit a grand slam, don't you, at the ballpark? So.
I would think so. Yeah, and maybe like if you hit it.
We'll call the heat up and see what they're offering.
So a 2 ball, self an out. Hit to the shortstop, scurry for the third out, and keeps the score at 5-0 at the bottom.
Yeah, Graham, look, I think they're, we were saying before, they're getting the basics done well. It's just walks that have hurt them so far, and then there was like that one dig with the hits, so I don't think Gosnells will be too upset with where they're currently sitting.
Yeah, the triple by Bonomi to start the day, and then the Ben Crook home run has obviously made an impact upon, and it looks like now we've had Lockie Southey come out of the game. Southey pitched 2 innings, struck out 5, lazy 5 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Straight up
here now to do a canteen review. We made that joke earlier, and to ourselves.
So this brings in Brendan Singh, podcaster extraordinaire, is Singy, also newly married as well.
Just be better, John, all right? That's what, after tonight, that's what I'm going to tell myself, be better, all right?
Just be better. I thought I was good, but nobody... but there's nobody to hear it. Yeah, look, you see everything in this baseball game. So just a pleasant way to spend what is a beautiful evening out here at NSR Higher Ballpark as we go in to the top of the 6th inning there.
Yeah.
Brendan Singh's been pitching to a 2.45 earn run average this year. Has 2 wins and 1 loss to his name. Again, entertaining podcast with his Morley teammate Big Sexy at the WA State League show. Not sure that I'd be happy to do it in Big Sexy's bedroom, but
it's in the study, mate, which is now one of the imports bedrooms, isn't it? This is where we've.
Oh yeah. Tal Padru is staying up there, so he needs to be kicked out every so often in order for the podcast to happen. And of course, Tal's up at the Wanneroo Club for the rest of the year.
Well, that is Jeremy's favourite team too. So
yes, I do believe that he ranks Wanneroo as number 1. Earlier today, if you've got a little bit of time, it's always an interesting show. They they talk on all sorts of things, canteen reviews, rules. They speak about the lights quite a lot here at the field.
The lights are looking perfect tonight, and we'd like to thank Singy for his ability to make things happen down here at the ballpark.
1 pitch, 1 out for Brendan Singh. Yeah, I was talking to Singy earlier today, and
gave him a list of
just a list.
Yeah.
If you can find someone who can finance it for me, that'll be even better. Trainer is 0 for 1 tonight, struck out. Has played a good second base, and nice to count up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Comfortable with each other tonight, so.
Yeah, again, defence is huge. And that brings up the which I appreciate, even though he calls me Stuart. But no, it's always complimentary, and that's actually nice to hear. When
the team always loves it, and the losing team always hates it. So
there does seem to be a pattern. Yeah. Your field's terrible. Players who are smooth.
Look,
great.
You say nice things to Jono though, and he rebuilds the mound for you before your game, like he did today. So him and Jeremy were out here on the doing.
Didn't start. If he didn't pitch, I would have been pretty upset. So.
Yeah.
For Brendan Singh to start the night.
Yeah. So
you go out and
put a cricket
with Morley, the Gosnells team. Yeah, it looks like we've got Takata over at Ottaway has come into play at 3rd.
Get a bit of momentum happening.
I sort of spent my life as a first baseman catcher, and I got up there with Masters, and it does not look very far away until you. Where were Morley? bat is the Morley right fielder.
Nick Alch?
Oh no, actually looks like he's been replaced. So it looks like we have.
No, this is Ben Crook.
Oh, this is Ben Crook. Oh, Benny Crook.
Yeah.
I thought Benny Crook was last inning. So.
Oh, we've had too much fun chatting, mate.
That is the Morley right fielder. So a 1 ball 2 strike count to Benny Crook. As he hits one right up here and bounces right off the.
I shat myself. I was fixing technical difficulties.
Look, you're gonna.
There was some reinforced glass up here.
Drives the ball and over the head of the Gosnells centre fielder, off the fence, and a double to start the inning for Benny Crook. So he's had a pretty big day. With a home run and a double.
He's hitting the ball very hard, mate.
2 for 3. So that's not bad from your number 9 hitter. So luckily we didn't have the window open on the other side there, mate. It would have ended up right in the middle of us. So actually, next time I'll come up, I'll bring my glove just in case I've got to catch something. So as looks like Aaron Bonomi takes ball 1. Scaramella turns, fires, bunts, and there's a bunt over to Scaramella, picks up, and safe at first base. Nice play there by Aaron Bonomi. That advances Ben Crook over to third base. That's a bit of an unusual play when you're up 5-0.
Yeah. I guess, thinking of finals, you've got to start executing some of these plays too, right? So you just got to kind of get the job done.
His second hit for the day. He's 2 for 3. Bonomi started off with a triple to start the Morley bat, and that brings up the third baseman, Matt Dixon. Hasn't been a great day for the smasher at the moment, and is 0 for 2 with a walk. Scaramella fires high for ball 1.
We said all these nice things about Jeremy Dixon when we were talking about Matt earlier, and we've missed all of that now. So we're thinking of you, Jeremy, though, Jezza, wherever you are.
Dixon there. So runners on first and third. Ben Crook on third base. Aaron Bonomi on first. As Bonomi is off, lead 5 calls Ben Crook to come home, which was interesting. Umpire called ball, called time whilst the runner was still heading towards home plate.
Yeah, the ball's live, yeah.
So that's an interesting call. Second base, hit Bonomi, looks to be on the buttocks as he gives himself a bit of a massage.
Well, if Aaron's up
on third, which was Ben Crook. Then we've got Mike Sherwood coming over to try and explain it to the Gosnells manager, which is Robbie Adamson.
I think they're saying.
Looks like Dan Cavalier, the Morley coach, is calling back the runner. So we'll take that run off the board.
Yeah, I think in the context of this, that's the right thing to do there by Dan. And
yeah, absolutely.
9-8, still got runners in scoring position. You're in a very comfortable position here, and just
and strike Harcher's already had a hit today in his at-bats. Looking to drive home Bonomi here. And Sky out. Scromella deals. That
Single with 2 extra bases on the error, mate?
single and an error. Yeah, that's. I'd probably go along that line.
Wow.
And that drives in the 7th Morley run for the evening as Bonomi scored from second base. That brings up the shortstop, Bodie Wright. Wright's smashed it. And he drives one high out to left field. The left fielder's underneath it. And an easily strolled home there for the 8th Morley run. So good hitting there by Morley, runners on third base. So just scoring the runners as we now go to an 8-0 scoreline.
Got Tom Williams now for his first stat bat of the night.
Fires fouled one over the right, the left field bleachers for a 2 balls, 1 strike count. Scaramella's at the hip, fires one in. Williams drives that one through to centre field to pick up his first hit of the night and the 12th Morley hit. And now brings up second baseman Jess Williams to the dish. Bit of a long innings here. And this probably goes to speak of the pitching down at Gosnells, so they're probably just lacking that one pitcher that can get them deeper into a game. Williams is 1 for 3 today with an infield single as Caramella finds the corner of the plate for strike number 1. Nicely positioned there for strike number 2. They're obviously playing behind the runner at first base. Adamson's close to being on the grass. And Scaramella goes up high and fans Jesse Williams for the second for his second strikeout of the night as Morley put on 3 runs to lead 8-0 at the bottom of the 6th. So Jess, where does that leave us for the rest of the week, sir?
Well, yeah, we were talking earlier. It's the continuation of the Derbyl-Yarragon Indigenous round on Friday night. So we'll have South Perth versus Rockingham out here. Must-win game for Rockingham. We've got a couple of make-up games on the Saturday from State League. Everyone else with the general bye. And then we're heading into finals. So next week we've got a Wednesday night elimination final for reserves. And then we go into finals on the Saturday and Sunday for juniors and seniors, lower grade seniors. And then, Friday night would be the elimination final for State League. And we get into the thick of it then.
It's really the second part of the season, isn't it? You work hard all year to position yourself, and as we were saying earlier, that 4 versus 5 playoff game is the one that you really don't want to. As we go to the top of the 7th here, obviously Gosnells need to put on at least 8 runs for the Morley Eagles, and looks like we have a pinch hitter coming up for the Gosnells team, and that's Rylan Ottaway. Has come into the game, playing third base. So his first at bat for the evening. Singh deals strike one. Obviously Singh would be looking to get it in and out reasonably quickly here. He's got some young kids that he's throwing. By Brennan Singh. Ottaway just got enough of it to be able to foul the ball off. And the count remains at 2 strikes. Ooh, see,
He's not happy
he's
with
not
that.
happy. He's not happy with that. Not sure where that one missed for a 1 ball 2 strike count. And strike 3 jams him on an inside fastball. So
Wasn't going to let him not get struck out there, was he?
No, he was not happy at all.
No.
So that's the first strikeout of the inning, and that brings up Enzel Takata. Takata come in as a pinch hitter. He's playing the field, is currently at shortstop. Singh deals, and strike number 1. Inside for ball number 2.
Not happy with that one either.
There's been a couple of glances towards the umpire tonight.
Yeah.
They haven't been overly happy with his zone.
He's been tight all day, but you know.
As Takata,
Same for both teams, mate. So
yeah, true. As Takata swings through that one for a 1 ball 2 strike count. And another strikeout for Singh.
he was positioned pretty far forward in the box there, the young fella there.
Just go straight to the back automatically.
Yeah.
More time to see the pitch. And this brings in another pinch hitter for the night, which is Aidan Lynn.
He's
Some
quite
deals.
far forward too. He's almost stepped out of the front of the box there on that.
Obviously maybe coming up from maybe the big league ranks. Drop there by the drop there by the bar short hops. Bar short hops. Kieran Chapman at first base, and that allows in baseball.
The throw over on the drop third strike.
Yeah, the drop third strike is the second. The pitcher to first base is the first.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time. Happens way too much. And Barr just bounced it over to Kieran Chapman there. Chapman couldn't come up with it, and that's allowed Aidan Lynn to be at first base. So it's prolonged this game by at least one particular hitter.
It is funny when everyone kind of gets up and they just try to guide the ball over instead of just letting it rip. And
that is always the problem. Just guide it, don't throw it. That ball's hit on the infield, picked up by Dixon. He's put it in his pocket.
Oh, he's got him.
Great play by Matt Dixon. The young fella Aidan Lynn rounded the base, got caught off. Dixon threw behind him to Jess Williams, who tagged him out, and that finishes our game at NSR Higher Ballpark tonight, with the Morley Eagles winning comfortably in the end, 8 runs to 0. Morley had 12 hits, and for Gosnells, only 1 hit, which was the Robbie Adamson double in the first innings. So that means that Morley moves to 22-4 for the season. Gosnells fall to 3-23. Tough day in the batter's box, Jess, for the Gosnells Hawks.
yeah, they just weren't able to adjust in time. So Morley just kept changing the pitches around. They get through the lineup, make a change, and they just couldn't make the adjustments that they needed. So and Morley, they just got to have a couple of times through the order with Fraser, and started hitting the ball hard. So
Yeah, so yeah.
Not a bad night for Gosnells, a very young team.
Yeah, no, look, I was impressed with their play in the field. They, everything which came their way, they basically made. I thought the infield combination of Jordan Trainer and Lewis Scaramella actually played pretty well and helped to keep them in, turn a couple of double plays when they needed to. So, all in all, a good effort there from Morley. So, as both teams finish up on the day, I think it's our opportunity to say thank you and good night.